Hello, everyone, and today in the news, we're going to talk about how 12% of Fiji's population does not have access to clean and safe drinking water. We are also going to talk about how Brazil is showing interest in Guyana's emerging oil and gas sector, and we are going to talk about how 8 rhinos have died after being transported in Kenya. Our first story comes from FijiVillage.com, and it says that 12% of Fiji's population does not have access to clean and safe drinking water. 12% of the people in Fiji do not have access to clean drinking water. This means that 100,000 people in the country are being exposed to drinking water that is unhealthy or unsafe. The water crisis is mainly just affecting rural areas, and Fiji is planning on implementing 176 rural water projects, which could benefit up to 50,000 people. Since Fiji is such a small island nation, they have a very limited amount to clean fresh water, and the average person in Fiji uses 220 liters of fresh water every day. This is in contrast with the average person in the world using 180 liters a day. The government of Fiji has stated that in order to ensure that everyone has access to clean drinking water, people in the country must learn how to conserve water and stop using so much of it each day. Because Fiji is an isolated country in the middle of the South Pacific, they do not have access to a lot of fresh water, so it is likely that they will always experience some kind of water crisis. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Our next story comes from StabrokeNews.com, and it says that Brazil is showing interest in Guyana's emerging oil and gas sector. Brazil may decide to invest in Guyana's burgeoning oil and gas sector. Guyana's Minister of State has stated that this is a very important time in Guyana's development, so the country is very much open to investments and opportunities from Brazil. The minister also said that strengthening economic relations with Brazil would improve the quality of life for people in Guyana. As Venezuela collapses, Guyana seems to be emerging as the next top oil producer in South America. As we discussed a few days ago, Jamaica is also interested in investing, along with several other countries in the Caribbean and also in Africa. In the next few decades, we may see Guyana's economy grow exponentially due to all of their newfound trading opportunities, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Our last story comes from NPR, and it says that 8 rhinos have died after being transported in Kenya. 8 black rhinos have died after being transported to a new wildlife reserve in Kenya. A preliminary investigation has determined that the rhinos have died due to the high salinity of the water in their new environment. The rhinos were transported in an unsuccessful attempt to preserve and eventually revive the black rhino population. The black rhino population in Kenya is in the hundreds, and this decline in population is due to the high amounts of poaching. The poachers sell the rhino's horn to black markets in China and Vietnam, who use the horn in medicine and to signify wealth. Despite great efforts to restore their population, rhinos will likely continue to be poached as long as the people of sub-Saharan Africa experience great amounts of poverty. I believe that fixing the economic issues of Africa is the only true way to ensure that people do not turn to poaching. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.